apparent reason. Ben was certain his mother was the only woman on the street with a mink coat in her wardrobe and an $800 diamond ring. Ben loved it when his father brought home surprises for him and his older brother Curtis. Sometimes Robert would round the corner of the alley carrying a football or a model airplane kit. He would have a big grin on his face as he handed the item to his sons. At other times, he would grab Ben and lift him high into the air, carrying him inside and depositing him on the couch. As the shadows lengthened and the street lights began to flicker on, Ben felt a growing sense of panic. He remembered how this morning his parents had argued. His mother had said something about its being final and how choices had been made, and that was the end of it. Ben hadn't understood what his mother was talking about, but her voice had a stern quality to it that took Ben by surprise. Ben's father had remained silent. There was no joke, no laughter, no making up afterward. Soon Ben's mother, Sonia Carson, came out of the house. She wiped her apron and stood for a long minute. "Come on inside, Benny," she said. "No use standing out here catching a cold." Ben didn't budge. "I'm waiting for Daddy," he said. Sonia crouched down to eye level with Ben. "Listen to me, son. Your daddy ain't coming home today. He ain't coming home tomorrow. He ain't coming home ever. This ain't his home no more." Ben felt as though he'd been punched in the stomach. "But, Mama, why not? Where's Daddy? Where's he gone?" "Gone for good," Ben's mother said, standing straight. "I don't expect you to understand this, but your father's done some bad things, some real bad things, Benny, and now he has to pay for them. He's not coming home. We have to get along without him the best we can. Don't ask any more questions. He's just gone. That's all you need to know." "Yes, Mama," Ben said, allowing her to turn him around and guide him back into the house. In the living room, Curtis was watching an episode of Lassie on television. Ben wanted to talk to his brother and ask him what he knew about their father leaving, but the words would not come. Over the next few months, Ben tried to figure out what had happened to his father. He wondered if he might be in jail, but then a neighbor mentioned having seen him in the park with some other children. Ben felt a stab of jealousy. It was painful to think that his father was out there somewhere, living another life, and had forgotten about him and Curtis and their mama. Still, the Carsons slowly adjusted to being a family of 3 instead of 4. In 1959, this was not easy to do. Ben did not know many other boys or girls who lived in a single-parent home as he and Curtis did. And with their father gone, Ben's mother had to go to work as a domestic servant to earn money, leaving Ben and Curtis alone most afternoons. The 2 boys whiled away the time playing ball games outside with friends or watching television. While Ben knew his mother was working hard to make ends meet, she had 2 and sometimes 3 jobs at a time. She did not earn enough to replace his father's income, and he soon gave up asking for extra toys and treats. During this time, another big change occurred in Ben's life. His mother started attending church. At first, Ben found it strange going to church, but he soon found there was a lot to like about it. He loved listening to the choir sing and to the stories of missionaries in faraway lands that Pastor Ford used to illustrate his sermons. Soon after his 8th birthday, which was on September 18th, Ben listened to Pastor Ford preach a sermon that left him on the edge of his seat. The sermon was about a missionary doctor and his wife who were being chased by robbers. The couple ran and ran until they came to the top of a cliff. They had no way down and no way out. Then they spied a rock with a deep crevice in it. They crawled into the crevice and waited. They could hear the robbers run up to the cliff's edge and start arguing among themselves about what had happened to the missionaries. After a while, the robbers left.